What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Babycakes Oracle. Today we're going to do a pick a card on what are they hating on the most about your glow up. Okay, we have three options here: group 1, group 2, and group 3. Pause the video if you need to select which image resonates or you like the most. It's really calling you in, and we will get into it. Thank you. Welcome to your reading, group 1. So if you chose this image of this blue-footed bobby, I had to look this one up because I was like, what kind of bird is this? You know what I mean? With the blue feet and everything. Yeah, but interesting thing about the blue-footed bobby is that they're actually known to be like comical and like clownish and foolish, and they're kind of known to be foolish as well because they just tend to not be like your normal traditional bird that like constructs nest, and they prefer to instead lay their eggs on the ground, putting them at risk of being stepped on by people, you know, or just anything. So, but there's a reason, there's a method to their madness, you know. They're not really the fools that people assume them to be, or just they're not fools because they know what they're doing. They use their feet to kind of keep their eggs insulated and warm. So they're just kind of like, you know, they just do things differently. So I think people hate on the most that you are different and you stand out, and you just don't fit in. You're someone who is unconventional, and that's why they can't stand you, because you don't fit in. But I already pulled a card from my deck I created, and we actually had the full card. I wish I would have shuffled it on camera, but yeah, I thought that was so crazy how that resonated so much, because they're known to be like foolish, you know, but funny. I mean, you guys could be funny, joke around, just yeah. So they, like I said, they hate on the most is that you guys stand out. You guys stand out differently. You don't look, you like to be different. That could be in your style, that could be in anything. You could just, you trust, you probably just have this unshakable faith. You're a risk taker, you know, you love adventures, you love taking adventures, you love just getting out. And maybe right now at this moment you are kind of like stepping out on faith, taking a lot of leaps of faith, and just taking big risk and going on a lot of adventures at this moment. You're able to, you know, you have no problem with starting all over and starting new, and you know, and that's what they hate on the most about you. Okay, I'm gonna dive a little bit more deeper into it and see what else they hate on the most about you. All right, Holy Spirit, what else are they hating on the most? What they hate on the most about group 1's glow up? What they hate on the most about group 1's glow up? Yeah, failure, pushing you forward. Yeah, the failure you go through, failures that you've, just a lot of things. You continue to keep pushing yourself forward. You continue to keep going. You continue to keep looking on the brighter side, and you just you can't be stopped. You know, you don't mind starting all over on things. It's okay. It's okay. You know, you just kind of look at it like, all right, well, what's next? Well, okay, well, this didn't work out. All right, well, what can I do next time? What can I do to move forward? And yeah, you guys you're light on your feet, and you just you don't really care. People can hate on the fact that maybe you get time off to take vacations, okay? To go on adventures. They hate on that. You always coming across open spot. You always have, there's opportunities open up for you all the time. Like you may come across something or see something on your travels and be able to get invited to things, or just doors tend to open up for you. Maybe you have favor when it comes to work, or just favor when it comes to getting time off or being able to do certain things that they can't. All right, we also have getting expertise on something. Yeah, you guys just tend to get a lot of support, get a lot of help. You just are a curious person. You're curious, okay? They hate on the fact that you're so unpredictable. They don't know your next move. They don't know what you're going to be doing next. They hate it. That they can't predict what you're going to do, what you're going to come up with, or what. Where you're going to go, what's your next trip. Pull some more cards. All right, let's see. Your hair. They hate on your hair. There's something about your hair that they hate on a lot. Okay, you could have beautiful hair. You could have colored hair. You could have just something about your hair is what they hate the most about your glow up. Maybe your hair is just looking more bomb at this moment. Your hair is glowing. It's healthy. It's just different. Foreign. Okay, you guys could be foreign. All right, or you could be dating someone that's foreign, or you could be traveling to foreign places, and that's what they hate on the most about your glow up. Options. Okay, you got options, or maybe you have another offer that was opened up for you. You have open spot when it comes to even other job opportunities. You know, you have multiple options of where to pick and choose what you want, or who you want, or where you want to go to. Okay. Youth. Okay, you can be very youthful, have a youthful energy, especially with that full energy. You could just be full of vitality and have a youthful spirit. You could be younger than some of these people, or you just you know, very much tap into your inner child for sure. With that bird there. Busy. You guys are just busy. You stay doing shit, and that's why they hate on your glow up. You always have amazing things going on, or amazing things to do, and that's why they are hating on ya. Hating on your glow up. Okay. Adventure awaits, and you're always ready for an adventure. Doesn't this bird look like he's ready for an adventure, he or she? He's like, all right, what's next? I'm down. I'm ready to go. So that's what they hate. That's what they hate on the most as far when it comes to your glow up. Let's get affirmation. All right. What they hate on the most. All right, we already got one. Yes, no. Okay. It says, I am always allowed to say the word no. Even to people that I love. To say yes at all times may lead to exhaustion and mental fatigue. I can help others, but I must also help myself preserve my energy. Okay, so yeah, that's what they hate on your glow up, because you guys don't have a problem saying no to shit that you don't want to do. You know, You definitely value your me time. You value the things that are important to you. And you no longer allowing people to, be you're not no longer allowing energy vampires in your life, or anybody just take from your energy, take from you overall, drain you. You make sure your cup is runneth over, and you don't continue to keep giving from an empty cup. You're not a people pleaser. You just now you're putting you have more boundaries, and people can see that you you always recharge yourself. You could be recharging yourself by going on adventures, getting out and about. You guys could be very much spontaneous, optimistic, for sure. You're just someone who loves adventures, and that's why they hate on the most. You know how to preserve your energy. You don't mind helping people out, giving your expertise on people, or you have a lot of things that you probably recommend a lot of, or give advice on certain places to go, or just anything. And you're not a hater either. You're not a hater, but at the same time, you don't over extend yourself or do too much if it's taken from you. Okay. You take time off, you go within, go in hermit mode, and that's just what it is. And that's what I hate mostly on your, the most about your glow up, is that you put yourself first, no matter what. And they can't stop you. Nothing is going to stop you. You're unstoppable. All right, group 1, that's what it is. You guys take care. Welcome to your reading, group 2. So if you chose this image, have you guys ever actually done this to your foot before? Has this ever happened to you? It definitely happened to me before, and it hurt. But I feel like for sure this is what the haters wish. They wish they could, stop you in your tracks, and hurt your foot somehow. That way they can stop your flow. Because they're getting tired of you making shit happen, being on your feet. It's a quote that says, I don't know what it's called, but it's something about the devils. Is basically right when you get out of bed, the devil's like, oh shit, she's up. You know what I mean? So it's kind of similar like that. Like, they don't like that you keep moving. They want to like injure your foot. They don't like you on your feet. Yeah, wow. The 10 of Wands, you guys, confirmation, right? Confirmation. You guys could be workaholics, or you just know how to delegate your time very well. You put in a lot of effort into things, and you just are someone who is you might have a lot of responsibilities. You may be a person who is responsible, someone that is others can rely on, and you just work hard, you get shit done, you complete things. And so I feel like they just want to just throw shit in your way to cause burdens in your life and cause you to struggle, and just they want to stop you. So they could be upset. Which hate on the most about your globe is that you are you just keep going. They feel like you are some sort of robot or something, or or they hate on the fact that you are focused. You're not letting nothing hold you back at all. They don't like the fact that you can do a lot and delegate and get shit done. And that's what they hate on the most about your glow up, is because you're not distracted. You don't get distracted. And even if he did step on that, I feel like he'd be like, damn, all right, shoot, that hurt, but okay, you still going. Yeah, and I feel like they upset because they know that you're getting ready to reach your destination. You're getting ready to complete things. You complete something. You're getting ready to achieve something. You're getting yourself out of the struggle. You're getting yourself out of just of any heavy burdens that you've been going through, and you will eventually reach the finish line, you know. Yeah, you guys, like, they know you're coming close, that you're coming close to either a breakthrough, success, a successful outcome, something. Yeah, just the fact that you just keep going, and they see your determination, they see it. Okay, we have one that fell on the floor. Attracting abundance, you guys, exactly. The hate on the most is that you guys are getting ready to attract abundance. You know, it's like coming across a certain YouTube channel, and you know, this someone who's very talented, and you be like, damn, this person, they may not have a lot of views at the moment, or they might have like 1 million views, but you just know deep within, like, this person's channel is gonna blow up a year later, or years from later, it's gonna blow up really soon, because it's just like that person adds so much value or to their channel. Like, you know, it's just something that about them that is just talented and just gifted at what they do. So, and that's what it is for why they hate on the most about your glow up, is because, you know, they know it's coming. They know you about to find out something. They know you looking, you working hard to figure shit out, or just to finish what you're determined to do. Something. Yeah, receiving some bomb ass advice. Okay. They could be hating because maybe you do receive some you've received some sort of advice, or you come across amazing things, and maybe you came across some amazing advice or something like that that motivates you to get up every day, that actually put a pep in your step even more, so that got you working even harder, because you know the target. Like, you have this, you see the target, you know what it is. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, let's get more to it and see what they hate on the most about group 2's glow up. Let's see the most about group 2's glow up. Writing skills. You guys could be like bomb ass writers. Maybe you're gifted with writing. Obviously, you're gifted with your writing skills, and maybe you bring so much value to your work, you know, or you just give amazing advice. You're an amazing counselor or a teacher or a guide to others, and you know, people could just tell that you really are passionate about what you love to do, and you care, and you know, you're all about quality, you know, something about you very refined, very fresh in here too. I just seen status, something about you as far as status goes, because I was just talking about quality. Okay, maybe it's a certain status that you kind of carry about yourself, or yeah, okay, land and property. Maybe you guys are working towards some sort of land, like you're trying to either invest in some sort of land or property, or maybe you are into real estate or something when it comes to that. But they hate, maybe you just you have land or you have property, and it's nice, or just the fact that you have it, you worked hard to get this. They hate off that, your property or your land. That's what they hating off the most, and you worked hard for all of this. Let's see, what else are they hating on the most about the 2's glow up? Let's see. definitely writing skills for sure. I mean, I used to like hate writing in like high school and stuff, but I think it was the pen. I know off subject, but if you guys are, for me to say this, if you guys are writers, or you like to write, or maybe you hate writing, but it's actually a gift within you, it's an innate gift within you, group 2, I don't know. I figured out, like, dang, it was actually the pen, because now I'm like obsessed with writing. I actually want to learn how to be more of a writer, you know. But I love the Pilot pens. It's just certain pens. I got all types of different pens that I've tried. You know, this is like a Japanese style pen, but you know, Pilots are pretty much around here, you know. And you can get this anywhere at your store, but not every store, but you can get it pretty much. I ordered these online, but yeah. And I mean, even goes by like the 0.07, 0.5, you know. Yeah, anyways. So yeah, look into pins and stuff like that, group 2, because maybe that might be what it is for you. Maybe you're someone who needs things like that. And it helps. Because, you know, you shouldn't hate writing anyways. Writing is very sacred. So anyways, back to you. Another thing too, as far as why they hate on your globe, is that someone chose you. He chose you. Here, I wrote on here, he or she chose you. So someone chose you. Could have chose you over them. Someone feels like somebody chose you over them, or just the fact that someone loves you and they chose you. That you're chosen by someone who either wants to commit, take it to the next level, anything like that. So they hate on who you got. Okay? They hate on who you got. Because some folks out here want somebody. You know, they're looking for love, and they haven't been chosen yet. They haven't been picked. Maybe because they're not carrying themselves a certain way. Okay. Not only that, too, group 2, you guys definitely will be receiving some sort of bomb-ass advice, or maybe this is the advice that I probably just gave you as far as like the pens goes. Look into quality pens. Certain pens might be beneficial for you, you know, because that'll help you or motivate you to write even more so. And then just attracting abundance. You guys are someone who is destined for abundance. You just naturally attract abundance. But not only that, too, group 2, make sure you watch your step. Because you got people trying to, you know, stop your flow, stop your feet, you know. Okay, what else? What they hate on most. What they hate on most about group 2's glow up poster. Alright. Last, we got you're the prize. Wow. Gift. You're the prize, and that's why he chose you, or she, because they know that you're a prize. You're someone worth it all. You're irreplaceable, okay? And there's something about you that is gifted. You're a gift to many. You're a gift to society, whoever you give to. There's something that you do that is gifted. All right, let's get affirmation for you. All right, what they hate on the most about group 2, Holy Spirit. Mutual love. Wow, love again. Okay. It says, love is seeking me just as I am seeking it. Just as my love swoons and bursts into wondrous colors and lights, the love that is seeking me is also infinite. The love that I put out into the world will Circle back to me. Exactly, you guys. Wow. You attracting abundance, attracting love. Okay, this is something that you guys will have. If some of you guys are not having this moment, you're going to have someone who's going to choose you, look for you, find you, who's going to see you as the prize, okay? But definitely, you guys don't chase. Money and abundance comes to you. You are the magnet for all that. And that's why they hate on you the most. You're just a light. You're full of colors. You just seek and you shall find. And you guys do. And whatever you're looking for is looking for you too. Okay? You guys take care of group 2. Mwah. What's going on, group 3? We're going to find out what they hate on the most about your glow up, okay? You guys could be doing really good when it comes to your career, or just receiving a lot of wealth, or just money at this moment. Could be creating some sort of wealth with the piggy here. Or you guys are going to be just very abundant very soon, very wealthy when it comes to something. Okay, so you guys got 2 cards. We had the High Priestess. Okay. Less is more. You guys could be someone who doesn't really require a lot. You guys could be like minimalist, or just someone who's frugal, or just knows how to invest in certain things. You're very smart when it comes to finances. You could be very financially literate when it comes to certain things. You just know money. You know money pretty good. You know where to look. You know where to invest in, things like that. So yeah, intuition. You guys could be, your intuition is very heightened. You listen to your intuition. You're very led. You're very guided. So they can hate on the fact that you are a high priest or a priest. Okay, you're very intuitive. And just the fact that you keep to yourself. You keep to yourself. You don't reveal everything. You don't reveal all your cards. Okay, you can be very beautiful as well, very attractive. Also, the King of Wands came out too, so you guys are definitely leaders. You guys could be mentors, could be very experienced, obviously, in what you do. Experience when it comes to money, experience to, you know, whatever it is that you know. There's something that you know that they don't know, and they hate on the fact that you are figuring things out. You're navigating your life, and you are being guided intuitively by your higher self, God, just your connection, of your spiritual connection. The fact that you are gifted with gifts. Could be, like I said, very psychic, and could be a tarot reader, or oracle, anything. Oracle, priest, sage, it doesn't matter what it is, but you're very in tune, you're very tapped in. And you're very motivational too. You guys could be very bold as well. Inspirational to others. Just someone who is very wise and knows what you're talking about, know what you're doing. Okay? So let's get more into it and see. Pull a card here. Pull a card here. Alright, what they hate on the most about group 3, Holy Spirit. What they hate on the most. Even with all that green here too, you guys are very much so connected. Nature. You probably receive a lot of information. Or you just know a lot of things. You know a lot. Look, we just got a green card that came out too. Finding an amazing mentor. Wow. Maybe you guys have found an amazing mentor to help you. You have a mentor yourself, or you will find an amazing mentor, group 3. But overall, you guys, that's why they hate on you the most, is that you guys are like some sort of mentor. You're this King of Wands. You're very inspirational to others, and that's why they hate on the most, is that you have that ability to be a mentor, to be a leader. because you have a lot of information stored, a lot of information. You know a lot from the Akashic records. I mean, from like passed down. You just receive a lot of information. Okay. You're very abundant. You could keep it to yourself. You don't reveal too much. You're able to multitask, all right? You guys are able to multitask. Get a lot of shit done. Do a lot. Maybe you have many streams of or just a lot of ideas, or just maybe you're working, doing a lot. You're able to balance your life out pretty well. You're busy. Okay, we also have speaking your mind. You guys, they could hate on your glow up that the fact that you can speak your mind. You speak up. You could probably are really good at public speaking, or just speaking on anything, any platform, or anything that you talk about. You speak up, and yeah, I mean, you guys are truly amazing. Yeah, the High Priestess and the King of Wands. Wow. All right, let's get more into it and see why they hate on you. Wow, living your best life. You see that? You are living your best life at this moment. They feel this way. They hate on it. They feel like as if you're living your best life at this moment. And you are. Maybe they feel like you're someone who's wealthy. You're sitting on wealth. You don't have to do too much. Wow. Being inspirational, you guys. This is why they hate on you the most. Being inspirational. Wow. And we had the King of Wands, which is very inspirational, a bold person, but also very inspirational, very charismatic, very charming. You know, definitely you guys are very inspirational. And that's why they hate on you. You glow up the most. Is that the fact that you can inspire others, that you are mysterious, that you are, you know, beautiful. Inventory or supply. There's something that you have a lot of. There's something that you have a lot of, some sort of supply or inventory. It could be an inventory information, a big supply of something that they hate on the most about your glow up. It could be shit, inventory of whatever it is, money, money making ideas, of inventory of gifts, you know, anything. You could collect something. You just have a lot of something that they hate off of. You can have a business. Stefan looks out like it's somewhere outside in a business place. Wow, we have your hair type or texture, okay? So they could actually hate off of something about your hair. Maybe you have a certain hair type. Like, say for instance, since I'm black, I'm gonna go ahead and just say, like, say if you have 3A, 3B, you know, they have the numbers like that, for a 4B type, or a 4, you know, maybe there's a person who has straight hair. She has straight hair, and you have type more of a kinky 4A, you know, or tighter, kinkier afro hair. And she could possibly hate off your hair because, you know, she might admire that. Or it could be someone who has 3A something here, and which is more of like a mixed or wavy hair texture, and you have more kinkier hair. You have, I don't know, something like that. And she wants more tighter curls, or it could be someone who has more of a just 4A hair. She wished she had more straighter hair, the opposite, you know. So All right, what they hate on the most about the girl. So, I don't know, something about your hair. I don't know, maybe you wear your hair and pretty much you do your hair a lot. You wear your hair a certain way, and they see your hair just looking good, so they can hit off of that. Okay, let's get one more. You obviously find your hair very beautiful. Discernment. Okay, something about discernment. More than ever, and you have the gift of discernment. All right, so let's get an affirmation for you too. All right, let's start. What they hate on the most about group 3 is going on. Emotions. Okay, we have 3 women there too. So it could be mostly women who's hating off of this. But it says, I am a human being that has emotions. Feeling is a part of life, and negative emotions that I encounter are welcome. However, I will simply acknowledge them and let them pass. I will not hold on to these thoughts, but intentionally release them as they come. Okay, you guys have control over your emotions. You have, emotional intelligence. You're very in control of your emotions and your reactions. You know how to respond very much so in a very graceful way. Like I said, you carry yourself with probably high standards. There's something about you that exudes status and prestige, and I don't know, you're very regal and divine. Of course, the high priestess here. But yeah, you don't really, you kind of just keep to yourself. You stay silent. You don't really engage in the foolish stuff, because you're a person of who carries yourself very well. You ain't got time for that. You're a leader. You're not a follower, and you refuse to give your energy away or let anybody take your power away from you. You're in control of yourself. You're in control of the situation, what's going on. You're in control of your emotions, and there's a good balance to you with the high priestess number 2. It's a good duality to you. You don't really let low vibrational or pettiness or gossip get in your way. You definitely speak your mind about shit, But yeah, that's what it is, group 3. That's what they hate on you the most. That's why they hate on your glow up the most, okay? You guys take care. Mwah.